Hey guys, what's going on? Josh back with another video for you from JG's Auto Detailing. So in today's video, what I'm talking about is how to save product. And essentially what that means is how to use less of it and how to get the most out of the products that you're buying. What I see a lot of times is detailers are just going through gallons and gallons of stuff, or they're using a 16-ounce bottle up like this really quick. They're getting like, 2 cars out of it, and they're not really utilizing it to its full potential. And essentially when we talk about detailing, using less product is more. And I know that's something that we kind of hear from companies that will advertise like, oh, less is more, you don't need to use as much. It's actually true. I think if we're so into this, like, we need to oversaturate the panel, we need to completely cover the rims and the tires and all this product, and then we're not getting a lot out of it because we're just having to go back to the store and buy more or order some online. So essentially in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to save product, which essentially is saving you money. So please stick around. Here we go. All right, y'all. Hey, you can see me in the reflection in the car there. So one of the things I'm actually going to be talking to you today is about the use of how we can spare product. And I think that's a huge advantage, especially if you don't want to be spending a crap ton of money on all these products, like buying gallon after gallon of product. And I see detailers all the time doing this, and it drives me insane because it's like, it's just one simple little thing that can save you so much money, and it avoids you going to the store, it avoids you having to buy a product online or wherever you're going to get your stuff from. And I see them, especially cleaning wheels. For whatever reason, people tend to just overuse product on wheels, and it's like we have all these expectations that, oh, our wheels are going to get clean if we just spray a bunch of product and rinse off. That's not the case. And so it doesn't matter if you're using a wheel cleaner, it doesn't matter if you're using a rinseless or waterless wash like this, the product and this principle still applies. And so what I want to share with you today is, how we can save money on product. It's just so mind-boggling that people don't do this. And this is just kind of over time what I've learned from working at a dealership and detailing cars with people, and just being a detail enthusiast in general. So when we think about spraying a product, right, so this is just a waterless wash diluted in a 32-ounce bottle. Okay, it's nothing fancy. And so when we think about distributing product through a trigger sprayer, right, so we spray it and it gets dispersed, it sprays, right, and you can kind of control if you want to stream with this one, or if you want more of a mist. And so when you're doing any sort of like detailing, when you're trying to spray a chemical or product on your car or wheels or wherever, you don't want to just spray it in one area and keep spraying it, right? Because all that product is concentrated in one area, and it's just going to drip down, and you're just essentially wasting product. You want the product to be distributed throughout the area that you're working, but you don't want so much of it on there that you are having too much product to where you can actually spray too much product on the finish that you're trying to accomplish and get what you want to get done. So instead of just doing in one area, because you're going to get too much product, it's probably going to streak. With detailing or with anything cleaning your car, I feel like less is more, and you don't need to be using just a bunch of product to get your results, right? So I'm going to wipe this up before it starts to streak on me because it's too much, right? So essentially what I'm going to do and teach you is, this can be used for especially windows. This is a huge thing for windows, because a lot of people will just go on the windows and just use way too much product. You don't need a lot of window cleaner or whatever product you're using to clean windows. The less you use, the less chance there is for streaking. Now, if you have super hammered windows, or your windows are just really gross and grimy, that's another whole other spectacle to get into. And so instead of just doing this, when you have a spray that's just in one area and all the product is right there and it's just going to drip down, essentially what you're going to do, okay, what you're going to do is you're going to spray, give the trigger a really solid pull, and you're actually going to move your bottle away from you and to you. Okay, so you're actually covering more area with one pull, and you're covering area again with another pull, versus just doing one pull, one pull, one pull, one pull. So instead of doing this, okay, so that was 5 sprays to do a half of a panel, right? Let me wipe this up really quick. Okay, so instead of doing 5 sprays, which is using more product on the finish, that's probably going to streak because you're just using too much of it, instead do this. I just covered an entire panel in 2 pumps with this, okay? It's not rocket science, but it works. And you have less product, It's not going to streak on you as bad, and it's still encapsulating whatever you want to call encapsulating. It's still encapsulating the dirt or whatever you're using. And this goes for wheels too. If you're cleaning wheels and you're just in every nook and cranny on the wheel, you're going to use a freaking half of a bottle of product, which is just a waste. You don't need to use that much. If you're using wheel cleaner, the chemicals to help you. It's not a cure-all, solve-all thing. The chemicals helping you break down whatever, the brake dust, the dirt, the traffic film, whatever's on there. It's going to help break it down and for you to agitate so you can rinse off, and it just rinses off freely. Okay. So it's a thing. And I've seen this too, like on demonstrations where people are using like, the Adams wheel and tire cleaner, the purple stuff, and they're just like kush, 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 and they're just covering and saturating the wheel in it. And they're like, oh, it doesn't really work that well. Well, dude, you're using half of a bottle on one wheel, and then you're complaining, oh, well, I'm having to use a quarter of a bottle on a wheel, and so you're only going to get one bottle out of all these wheels. And it's like, it doesn't work that way. So okay, guys, I hope that helped you out today. Really, I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus when I'm talking about this, but it's just something that I've noticed, especially all my time in detailing. And so it's just one of those things that I really think is going to help you save some time, some money, and a little bit of product along the way. It's really not that hard, and you can apply this to pretty much anything you're doing, whether you're doing a wireless washer on your paints, whether you're cleaning your wheels or your tires like here. Like, you just want to give a solid trigger pull and pull along to where the area you're cleaning. Don't just stay in one area and kush, 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 because essentially you're just wasting product. And all the product that's actually not sitting on the surface of what you're trying to clean is actually just getting wasted, essentially. So I hope that helped you out. Let me know in the comments if you have any other suggestions to try to save some money with some products. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. That would really help me out a lot. Now get outside and do some detailing.